what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I got a story time, and this just happened yesterday, which would have been Sunday. And I feel like, so I use social media so much as a diary, and this is called Aisha's life, and this is some shit going on in Aisha's life. So sorry if I really kind of not sound like myself. I sound like a little hoarse if you ask me. Saturday I went to the last blast. If you saw my last video that I posted, that's where I was at, and I was screaming every time I saw somebody on it. So excuse my voice if I sound a little off, or my voice is a little deeper. But anyways, I have officially decided to go ahead and cut it on off of my mother, because listen, I saw my mother Saturday. She picked me up and brought me back home because I asked her. She said yes, because we had kind of slowly been starting to talk again, right? Now, mind you, if you haven't saw my story time about what happened to me at my wedding reception, I will link that down in the description box down below so you can get more context of how the past 8 to 10 months have been for me. So yeah, there's that. So I had slowly been trying to walk her back into my life to see if it was going to work, see if anything was going to change. If a person don't want to change, baby, they're not going to change. And I know that, and I guess she may not know that. I don't know. I can't speak for her. But I found myself not even on defense mode. I felt like I was being normal, being myself, doing, having regular conversation. I really wasn't doing nothing extra, saying nothing extra. I didn't tell her none of my business. She was trying to tell me all her business. The same 4 stories she keep telling me. She was telling me in the car ride and all that good stuff. So Saturday, not much to say about Saturday, It was cool. It was normal, okay? For what normal is for me and her, I guess. So we get to yesterday. Now, mind you, I have a potential job that I can have if I go ahead and apply and all that good stuff, which I do plan on doing, okay? But I was talking to her about that, me and Anthony moving back up to the city and all that good stuff, and just, immerse, welcoming all of this change that's going on in our life, potentially. So as we're talking, we get on topic talking about a family trip. That would be so dope, having a family trip. We've never done that before. And then, when we was younger, we would go out of town, things like that. So I thought it would be cool we do something like that. But then she kept saying, my married family, and she was naming off all the people in her quote unquote married family. So I was like, ooh, well, if they all coming, I don't see me coming, buddy. I don't see me coming. Nor do I see the nieces coming. Nor do I see my brothers coming if these particular people come. I just don't see that happening. And she's like, well, that's my family. That is my family. That is my family. But if you ask me, okay, yes, that is your family. That's your family all day. All the way, that is your family. You married into that family. You have to deal with those people. We don't have to deal with those people. In the midst of this time frame, I've known my mother's husband since 2018 to now. That man has been nothing but drama. That man has added himself into shit. That man, then once me and Anthony got together, that man has made unnecessary drama for Anthony for no fucking reason. All because of attention, maybe. I don't know. He broke his hand after I had my surgery because attention wasn't put upon him like a fucking 3-year-old. It was crazy, y'all. I feel like I may have to tell that story time, because that kind of ties into the beginning of the end for me and him. Me talking to him, me telling people, oh, that's my stepfather, that sort of thing. Because my brothers, that's just a nigga my mama with. That's how they see him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that this guy is the type of person that I would particularly want my mother to be dating, want to be married to, because there's a lot of unnecessary shit that goes on, and I'm not gonna be sitting here telling all their business. But if it involves me, I can tell the story time because it involves me. You know what I'm saying? Right now. So yeah, this man over the years, she has mentioned that he has, called me out my name, and I guess to her that was cool. It was just a bunch of dumb stuff going on. So I don't particularly like this man. This man is not a fan favorite over here, okay? Me and my brothers, we don't particularly like him either. My little brother, he's had drama with him. It's been a lot, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot going on. So we have held our mouths closed on particular situations, and we've just not elaborated with her on a lot of stuff. You know, when they first got together, he would come over to me in Quentin's apartment and just be like, oh no, you know, your mama be bitch, and she be, all she do is bitch, 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 bitch. And I'm like, okay, so why are you with her? If all she do is bitch, what are you over here at our house for? Because all it's gonna do is get your ass beat. Like, this is the stuff we're telling him. You're sitting here disrespecting our mother all day. Venting is one thing. Venting is definitely one thing, but it turns differently when you are disrespecting her, and we didn't allow that. So that's why he stopped telling us stuff. But if you sit around him long enough, honey, he's just like a bird. He gonna chirp, 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 chirp. That's what he does. So over the years, we've had reason to just not fuck with him. And like I said, I'm not gonna go into every little detail, but I am gonna tell that story time about when he broke his hand right after I had my shunt surgery. So that's been about 4 years. So I felt like each year more and more stuff kept happening. It's ridiculous, right? So here we are. Let's continue. So we're on the phone, and I'm telling her about the job. I'm telling her about the benefits that I read about the job, the price point of the job, all that good stuff, and telling her again, just basically regurgitating the same thing that I knew from Saturday, plus after seeing the job listing, what I knew from then. So I'm telling her about everything, and it's like, as we're talking about the vacation, the potential vacation, I was like, you know, we don't trust him. We don't fuck with him. Like, that's not, we rather just not do something like that. I'm not about to put my money into something again with a group of motherfucking people I don't like. I'm not going to do that. I did that before, and I'm not doing it again. Okay. So she's like, well, if you don't fuck with him, then we come as the deal. Then you don't fuck with me. I said, okay. It is what it is. Then it looks like we ain't got much to talk about. We good. So basically, me and her on the phone, and she's like, "Oh, well, we coming as a package deal. If you don't fuck with my husband, then you don't fuck with me." Well, I don't technically. You know what I'm saying? And then since me and her has been back talking, me and her still hadn't sat down and had the conversation we needed from her showing her ass at my wedding reception. So once again, I'm sitting here and I'm like, you were choosing a man up once again over your children, okay? I'm not sitting here saying, okay, you got grown kids, you gotta bend down to us every time we ask, oh, mom this, mom that, mom this, mom that. We don't do that. Me and my brothers are very self-sufficient. We have nothing. We don't look to her for advice. We don't look to her for certain things. Like, if you don't know, my mother was away from us for 8 years. She was in prison. So the first person that we would go to for certain things, she's not that person, okay? And I feel like since she's been out, she's done more of just trying to, I don't know, find love than find a good, clear relationship with her children. I just don't think that she's tried. And then at every point, oh, those are my kids. Y'all are my kids. I know my kids. You don't know us. That one upstairs, my little brother, she don't know nothing about that man. Nothing about that man. And it's like, as soon as she got out, not even 3 months into her being out, she was dating somebody, okay? Then she dated other people in between this and her husband. And it's like, I can't look for you for marriage advice. I can't look for you for motherly advice when I am slowly beginning the process of starting my own family with my husband. Well, we're already family, but like starting a family with the baby and all that stuff, like that whole thing. We would love to be parents, but we got financial stuff we want to get done before we even do that, right? So I'm looking at the situation like, you're not a number one. You're not my number one. I wouldn't call you first. Like, I wouldn't. In these years that she's been out, me, her, my brothers haven't had a sit down where we can just chill, relax, and just be with our mom, go to a restaurant, do something fun together. No, because she's had a dude the whole fucking time. So when I look at shit in the grand scheme of things, it's like, I can't look to you for certain things. Every time I look up, you choosing somebody else. You're choosing a dude over your kids. And it's like, I get it, y'all. She's a married woman. She don't have to do shit for us. But when I had put a post up on Facebook, like, when do you just stop being a parent? At what age of your children do you stop being a parent? And after I put that post, some other mothers, like, you never become a parent. You never stop being a parent. You're always going to be a parent. To the day that you take your last breath, you're always going to be a parent. I think that's my problem with my mother. She's not. We look at her as, okay, that's our mom. Yeah, we recognize that. But it's just weird. It's weird. It makes me feel uncomfortable when she hugs me. I don't get that weird fuzzy feeling you're supposed to get when your mom embraces you. I don't get that. And I don't know what it is. So for me, this is an even split, okay? Because it's like, me and hers had issues over the years where I felt like I couldn't trust her. I've had issues over the years where I felt like I couldn't confide in her with certain things. Like, your mom, even though the Black community, that's not your quote unquote best friend, but like, that's the closest thing to a best friend outside of a best friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that type of relationship with my mother. I don't. And I'm not going to regurgitate everything that's going on, you know, between me and her, because if you listen long enough, I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? But I tried. I really tried. Because if you can sit up and call your husband's daughter bitches and all that stuff, I only imagine how you speak about me to people when I'm not around. Like, and that little girl's 10. So if you're calling her pack of bitches, I can only imagine, like I said, what you're calling me.